chapter number. I'm not supposed to talk, Raju, now. So here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is expressing his humility by saying, I offer my humble obeisances at the feet of those students. Now here, sorry. It's not Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it's Vrindavan Das Thakur who is expressing, I offer my humble obeisances at the feet of those students who are sufficiently fortunate to become Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's students. So Vrindavan Das Thakur is expressing his humility. And then, Se Saba Krishnera Dasa Jani Hanishchaya Krishnayare Padayana Saki Anyakaha. So who are these students? They are not ordinary students. They are eternal servants of Krishna himself. When Krishna himself is teaching them, can they be anyone else? Are they ordinary students? No, they are not ordinary students. So know for certain they are eternal servants of Krishna. When Krishna himself is teaching them, can they be anyone else? Se vidya vilasa dekhile na ye jana tanrayo dekhile haya bandha vimochana hailupapishta janmana haileta khane thakane hailana vanchita se dukha darshane. Just by seeing those who saw the Lord's scholastic pastimes, one is freed from material bondage. I am such a sinner that I did not take birth at that time. Therefore, I am deprived of the sight of those blissful pastimes. So here Vrindavan Das Thakur says, I did not see, but there were fortunate ones who saw. But I was not very much fortunate to see the wonderful scholastic pastimes of Lord. Is my voice audible, Adibol?
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. So say Vidya Vilasa Dekhile na ye jana Tandrayo dekhiye haya bandha vimochana. So because of that, there they will be freed from all bandhan. If one sees the pure liberated devotees who were fortunate enough to see the scholastic pastimes of Lord Sundar, who is the life of all transcendental knowledge, the husband of the transcendental goddess of fortune, the husband of transcendental goddess of learning, that is here Saraswati, and the personification of transcendental sound, then such a person becomes forever freed from the propensity of enjoyment, which is born of ignorance. Later on, Thakur Narottam Das Thakur says, Thakur Narottam also writes in his Prarthana, Te Saba Sangira Sange Ye Koilo Vilasa, Te Sanga Na Paya Kande. Narottama Dasa. So here he says, being unable to obtain the association of Gauranga, accompanied by all these devotees, in whose association he performed his pastimes, Narottama Das simply reads, Kande means self. He is meditating on the association of Gauranga along with the devotees. That is how Lord is worshipped. Lord is not worshipped alone. Lord is worshipped along with the devotees. Lord is the life of all transcendental knowledge. Lord is the husband of goddess of learning, transcendental goddess of learning. So there is eternal Saraswati. We say Narayanam Namaskutya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyam. Devim Saraswati. So which Devi? Devi Saraswatim, who is the transcendental goddess of learning. So in this way, Yakhane, now Gaura, Nityananda, Advaitadi, Bhakta Nadia Nagare Avatara Thakana Na Haire Janma Ebe Deha Iba Narkarma Michamatra Rahi Piri Bhara. I did not take birth at the time when Gaura, Nityananda, Advaita and other devotees appeared in Nadia. What is the use of my birth now? I'm uselessly carrying the burden of this body. You see the wonderful expression. Ratan Das Thakur cries. What is the use? What is the use of what is the use of having born? I'm just carrying the burden. Tatra tathapiha yai kripa kara mahashaya te vidya vilasa mora rahuka hridaya. Still, O Lord, grant me this one favor. May your scholastic pastimes remain in my heart. So it's okay if you are not born in that time, what to do? But at least we can remember the past times. So here, Vrindavan Thakur says, let me always remember the scholastic pastimes of Lord. Vidayirajambhajite Vaikuntharaya Adhyatihachinnate Sarvanadiyaya. Evidence of the scholastic pastimes of Lord Vaikuntha is still seen throughout Nadia. The word Chinna refers to the place or abode where those scholastic pastimes took place. So we have the pastimes happening even today also in Nadia. Only highly exalted people can see the such wonderful pastimes and the places where scholastic pastimes happen. Those places are also present in Nadia. Many of you are going to Nadia now. We're going for the Navdi Parikrama. Yai Mata Pari Chaitanya Lilar Adi Avadhi Nahaya Avirbhava Tirobhava Yai Vedahaya. Although the Vedas describe appearance, disappearance, there is actually no beginning or end to this pastime. That means it is still happening. It is not that the pastimes have ended. Avadhi means end, finish, limit. So for this one should refer to the Adi Khanda chapter 3, verse 50. Lord's pastimes are always happening. That is why when you say the pastime, Lord is speaking, we don't say Lord spoke. Because these pastimes are eternal pastimes, there is no beginning, no end. Yehi matta paripurna vidyara vilasa sankirtana arambera haila prakasha. In this way, the Lord's scholastic pastimes came to an end, and the congregation chanting of the holy name of December. So the scholastic pastime ended. But then Audarya pastimes, that is congregation chanting of the holy name, was begun. Upon the inauguration of the congregation chanting of the holy name of Krishna, the Lord's scholastic pastimes were completed. The word Sankirtana refers to congregational glorification of the name, forms, qualities, associates, and pastimes of Sri Hari, as well as the hearing of such topics by service inclined person. This is special characteristics of Sankirtana. So what is the meaning of Sankirtana? People coming together, chanting the holy name, hearing the pastor. But that can be done only by service inclined person. Sometimes we think, okay, we'll go and hear some katha, we will go and chant. No, but very clear it has been said. So what is how the Sankirtana can be appreciated? Only when we have service inclined tendency. So this is the special characteristics of Sankirtana. Unless the names, forms, qualities, associates, pastimes of Krishna are properly glorified, or unless they are glorified without offense, there is no possibility for materialistic people forgetful of and averse to Krishna from time immemorial to give up their absorption in material objects. So it's very important. This statement is also very important. Unless the pastimes, the devotees are glorified without offense, it is impossible to forget materialistic life, and they become ours to Krishna. If topics of the spiritual abode or transcendental topics of Krishna do not reach materialistic persons attached to sense gratification, and various concocted ideas or attempts for sense gratification will become prominent in the name of religion and thus create chaos in this world. And under the influence of his all auspicious cosmicness, the all auspicious ocean of mercy and most magnanimous Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu protected the inhabitants of the world who were achaitanya, devoid of spiritual consciousness from their absorption in matter, resulting from ignorance. In other words, he awakened the pure spiritual propensity for serving Krishna in the hearts of animate and inanimate entities who were devoid of spiritual consciousness by preaching that the ultimate result of cultivating spiritual knowledge is to achieve the perfectional platform of serving. So, what is the purpose of performing Sankirtan? So that we achieve the perfectional stage of serving Krishna. So just by preaching Krishna consciousness, even animate, inanimate entities who were devoid of spiritual consciousness, they also achieved perfection in serving Krishna. Chaturdike Ashrukanthe Kande Shishagana Sadaya Haya Prabhu Balena Vachana. The students surrounding the Lord were choked with tears as he mercifully spoke to them. The students, when surrounding the Lord, they were always having the tears in their eyes when Lord was speaking to him. Lord used to speak to them in a very wonderful way. So when Lord is speaking, they used to cry. Padilana, Shrilana, Yakadina Thari, Krishnera Kirtana Kara, Paripurna Kari. We have studied and listened for many days. Now let us chant the names of Krishna together to make everything complete. So here, very wonderful statement has been given. Our knowledge attains perfection only when we chant the holy name of Krishna. Without the holy name of Krishna, so-called material knowledge will never attain perfection. So that has been given. So our knowledge attains perfection only when we chant the holy name of Krishna. So this is even when Sanatana Goswami Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's talk is also there at this time also. What is the highest form of knowledge? The highest form of knowledge is appreciating the holy name of Krishna. The Lord said, as a result of studying and hearing linguistic features for so long, I have understood that chanting the holy name is the only essence and truth of such studying and teaching. It is only purpose. Yeah, it is the only purpose of the Vedas. Therefore, O students, you should constantly engage in Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Sankirtana, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years, which extinguishes the fire of the conditioned life of repeated birth and death, which is the prime benediction for humanity at large, because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon, and this is the life of all transcendence. So only by chanting the holy name of Krishna, one attains a perfection. All the dust which has been accumulated for past so many lifetimes, that is automatically removed by chanting the holy name of Krishna. Krishna balena kemana sankirtana apane shiksha sikhayena Prabhu Shri Sachidandana. Now that the students of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they are inquiring, how shall we perform Sankirtan? Then, son of Sachimata, that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, personally taught them to chant as follows. While describing Krishna Sankirtana, in reply to his students' inquiry about the absolute truth and the devotional service to Vishnu, Sri Vishwambar, who is the husband of Saraswati, the transcendental goddess of learning, taught those students about the descending process of accepting the knowledge. Descending process of accepting the knowledge. That means this knowledge flows down from Guru Shishya Parampara. Evam Parampara Praptam Imam Rajarsayo Vidu. Since the path of argument was not respected in his teachings, the uselessness of the ascending process has been given. So argument will not allow a person to learn. Argumentative attitude will not allow a person to be surrendered and to learn also. The chanting of Vishnu mantras is recommended to check sinful attempts for temporary fruitive activities of impersonal knowledge on the useless ascending path described in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th canto, 3rd chapter, 25, 10th canto, 14th chapter, 3rd verse. Paprayena veda tad idam and jnane prayasam udapasanamant eva. But the concocted artificial doctoral verses chanted by the so-called Vaishnavas who maintain current misconceptions were averse to the descending path and were envious of Hari, Guru, and Vaishnava, were not instructed to anyone by either Mahaprabhu or his non-duplicitous liberated servants, the Jagat Guru Acharya preachers. Rather, they gave instructions on chanting mantras and holy names received through disciplic succession. Mahaprabhu exhibited the path of the pastime of receiving such mantras and holy names through disciplic succession and gave instructions on the same. So it is very much important to receive mantras through disciplic succession. Hare Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Nama Gopala Govinda Rama Shri Madhusudana. So how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught them to chant Hare Haraya Namaha Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Gopala Govinda Rama Shri Madhusudana. So in this instance, the fourth case of the names Hari and Yadava is used to indicate Sharanagati or Atma Samarpan, that is surrender. In other words, a person who is desirous of chanting the holy name of Krishna should first receive transcendental knowledge by fully surrendering at the lotus feet of a bona fide spiritual master, whose only resolution is to chant the holy name of Krishna. He should constantly engage in hearing the topics and holy names of Krishna from the mouths of spiritual master and the Vaishnavas. He should loudly call out and chant the holy names of Krishna without offense. If one wants to chant with full surrender and without duplicity by using the fourth or dative case of the holy names of the Lord, then he is chanting mantra. And if one chants the holy names of the Lord as an address by using the vocative case, as in the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, then he is engaged in bhajan or worship of the holy name. Now that's key. This is very important. If one wants to chant with full surrender or without duplicity by using the fourth case, then he's chanting mantra. He just chanting. But if he's calling, well, it's okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That is like, it is just indicating Sharanagati. Hari, Krishna, Hare, Radharani. But when you are saying Hare, Hey Radhe, teach me how to serve Krishna, at that time, it is bhajan or worship. At that time, you are pleading. That time, it is a that is a vocative case. Vocative case means you are calling. One is Krishna. One is Hey Krishna. You're calling. Hare Krishna. So Hare refers to Mother Radharani. So Radharani, you're calling. Oh Radharani, please teach me how to serve Krishna. There are two ways. One is just taking Sharanagati of Krishna. That time, Hare Krishna took Sharanagati of Radha Krishna. Hare Krishna, calling Radharani to engage us in serving Krishna. That is known as bhajan. One is surrender, one is bhajan. So when you are chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, it fulfills both the things. But it fulfills chanting also, that is surrender also, and it fulfills bhajan also, that means asking for the service. Chanting the holy names in their fourth case indicates full surrender, whereas chanting the holy name in the form of an address, that is vocative form, It is a desire for eternal service. An initiated person is liberated from the bondage of material existence by chanting mantra. And a liberated soul exhibits its now just see how two ways it is. Two ways. An initiated person is liberated from the bondage of material existence. And a liberated soul, a self-realized soul, he exhibits his eternal bhajan by chanting the holy names as an address. By accepting Hare Krishna Mahamantra sadhana and Krishna Nam as sadhana and satya. Both satya and sadhana are accepted as non-different from one another and as adjacent categories of devotional service. So one who is initiated, now what he does, first he is taking shelter. Then slowly, when his sadhana matures, he desires eternal service. So both both sadhana and satya is achieved by chanting the holy name of Krishna. Both mantra and nama are non-different from Krishna. The practice of chanting mantra is meant to achieve knowledge of one's relationship with the Lord. That is the initiation process. When one achieves perfection in chanting mantras, then that bhajana of such a liberated soul begins. So Hare Krishna Mahamantra is chanted by a liberated soul, a self-realized soul, as and when the devotee progresses. He chants to achieve more service. And if he is chanting just for achieving the knowledge, that is surrender. So it depends on the maturity of the devotee. If the devotee is only thinking about the knowledge, is meant to achieve the knowledge of one's relationship to Krishna, but then one has to practically apply also. So for initiation, where Nama is given, Das Nam is given. This is a sadhana. Hare Krishna Mahamantra is a sadhana. But then as when the devotee progresses, this becomes sadhya. Krishna mantra haite habe, samsara mochana, Krishna nama haite pave, Krishna charana. Simply by chanting the holy name of Krishna in the form of mantra, one can obtain freedom from material existence. Indeed, simply by chanting the holy name, one will be able to see the lotus feet of Krishna. Both things are possible. One is Nivritta Karsher Upagiyamana, Hava Ushada. So it can give you the opportunity to become free from this material bondage. And then it gives a person the opportunity to see the Lord, to see the lotus feet of Lord. So Hare Krishna Mahamantra acts in two ways. One is to make a person realize his relationship with Krishna, and then advance and progress in attaining the lotus feet of Krishna. So service to Krishna is. So last verse, Disha Dikhaya Prabhu Hate Tadi Diya Apane Kirtana Kare Shishatanalaya. So in this way, Lord then demonstrated for his students the process of kirtan by clapping his hands while chanting. It's very important. While chanting, one should clap the hands. So Disha Dekhiya, he showed the direction, the tradition, the method, and resulted in the way. Apane kirtana nata karena. Kirtana chaudike vediya gaya sabha shikshaka. In this way, Lord chanted personally the glories as the students surrounded him and all chanted together. So here we stop. Any questions you can ask? No questions. So today onwards, we are starting in Nagpur, a special program for the girls. There's 4 days crash course. If you have any relative, known ones here, we can tell them to come to ISKCON Center. And very soon I'll be talking about the Ram Katha also, which is going to happen Saturday, Sunday. It is Hanuman Jayanti. Any other thing, whatever we did in Thane, but little more will be added. And the Ram Katha Saturday, Sunday, which is going to happen 8th and 9th. I'll be giving address also. If you have some known ones,